Okay, I'm back in MuseScore. Let's look at this in more traditional notation. So this means we're in 4/4. What that means, just as a refresher, is if I have quarter notes, that's what that bottom 4 means, I can fit 4 of them in a bar. Oops. So top number tells me how many of the bottom number I can fit in a bar. Quarter note is notated 1/4, so that's where we get that 4. Let's change our time signature here. Let's do 2/4. So what is 2/4 going to tell me? That means I can fit 2 quarter notes in a bar. Okay, easy enough. How about 5/4? Same logic. I can fit 5 quarter notes. Now let's look at some of our eighth note based meters. 3/8. We were just looking at 3/8. That means I can fit 3 eighth notes in a bar, which also means I could fit 1 quarter note and 1 eighth note. So it doesn't have to be all eighth notes. Let's do 9/8. Another odd one. I can fit 9 eighth notes in that bar. And we tend to group them in sets of 3. So 9 eighth notes or 3 groups of 3 eighth notes. Now when you look at these, we have 2 different kinds of meters here. We have meters that we can divide by 2 and meters we can't divide by 2. For example, 4/4, we could cut it in half and it would work out just fine. 2/4, we could cut in half and it would be an even number. 5/4, we can't quite cut in half, right? Because it would be right here as the halfway point. So we'd have to cut this note in half. It's going to make for an odd number. That is compound meter. Same thing with 3/8, same thing with 9/8. So let's do a little bit of a refresher on what compound meters mean. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about using compound meters to create tension and then resolving them with a duple meter. A duple meter is the ones we were just talking about here that we could cut in half. Even numbers, basically. Okay, so a couple of videos on review of compound meter, and then, well, this is review if you took my theory classes. If you didn't take my theory classes, then this will be new. And either way, it'll be good for you. So 2 videos on that, and then, or no, sorry, 3 videos on that, and then we'll come back and talk about alternating around with them.